Hi, this is Jack from Alpha Charts with a portfolio overview. Today is April 14th, 2021. Before we get started, this video is not recommendations to buy, sell, or hold any stock or security. This is just my current portfolio as of this morning. It could change as soon as the market opens. So know your own time frame and risk tolerance. And if you like any of the ideas, make the trade your own. All right, so let's start with the Qs real fast, just to see what happened since the weekend. So right now we're zooming higher on the Qs. We broke out all-time highs. I mean, all-time highs is always bullish. The thing that I won't say gets me worried, but we're just a little bit extended right now, right? I mean, we're about 4.5% from the 23-day EMA. That's just a little bit extended. When we get that extended, usually there is some type of pullback or at least sideways movement. So I would expect us to be in this choppy range. Technically it could go a little bit higher, but again, the more extended we get, as a rubber band gets pulled, the greater the chance there is for a bigger snapback. So would love to see just some, consolidation, a recheck maybe to this 33, 36 level-ish, somewhere around here. And then we can move higher and let the moving average catch up. But as of right now, everything looks fine. Again, all-time highs. So let's take a look and see how the portfolio fared. All right, so I'm in Celsius still, and it went ahead and got back into this rangy area. I wouldn't be surprised if it gets to the top of the range. So I do like this one. I will take a piece off as it gets up into this area right over here. But right now I am still holding Celsius. The 23-day EMA is moving higher at this point. So everything's looking good. Volume starting to come back in. I like that. So that's Celsius. Again, this one looks pretty good. All right, FUTU. So I'm underwater in this one. Let's just go ahead and make this a little bigger. Something like that, right? Okay. So, but it hasn't done anything wrong yet, right? It's making this base type thing. It's sitting on the 23-day EMA. I really would like it to see it hold the 23-day. And then, obviously break out above here. So I think it's very likely we could get back up to this, 200 range. I think that'd be pretty realistic, but it's got to break out first, right? It's got to stop going sideways. The nice thing is that during this base, it's on lower volume. So I do like that. And there's good accumulation here. So I think that the idea is still valid and very actionable if somebody wanted to jump in now. It's reasonable, but there's a lot of other things working too. So as this is going sideways and I've been sticking with it, obviously there's an opportunity cost in not being in other names also. So just be aware of that. But I do like this name still. I still think it could break out and move higher on this one. Would love to see it come back up to that round 200-ish level. All right. And then there's a decision, right? Obviously, I would sell on the way up, but then you have this kind of cup, gets up to 200 potential handle, and then does it break out there? And then the move is really just starting. But at that, I'll have a smaller position, be able to hang in a little bit longer too with some cushion. All right. So for a long time, the airlines were showing relative strength. So I went ahead and got into jets, right? The ETF, because I felt like it was just a better way for me to play it. So yesterday was a green day, but still underneath the 23-day by a few pennies. And it's the second day. So that would be my sell rule right here. But I didn't sell. I'm going to wait for today because of the strength of the day. If it pops back up, then I will sell. I will stay with it. If it doesn't pop back up pretty quickly today, probably within the first hour or so of the day, if it shows weakness, I'll probably just get out at that point. So I'm going to give it just a little bit more just because you know, the price action showed strength, and it's like right there. So we'll see. Yeah, you know, the rules are there. I'm going to give it one more hour after the opening bell, just to see how it opens. You know, by 10:30, 11 o'clock, it's I'll check on it, and if it's red on the day, then it's gone. So hopefully it retakes 26.91. But we'll see. But that's Jets. So this one is a slight loss too. It's pennies. It may be 0.5% or something. So it's not very big at all. So we'll see. JMIA, again, I got stuck in JMIA through my poor risk management. So during this downturn, and I had to reassess. So I said that this green line is my line in the sand for this particular name. So far, it's not doing that bad. And as far as let me just get this going. And as you can see, it's got decreasing volume as it moves sideways. So I think, even though some are going to tell me that this is a head and shoulders top, that those type patterns don't confirm very often. There's there's so many head and shoulder top potentials out there. Now, if it does break 31.50, I'm out of this name for sure. That is my line in the sand. There's no questions. But I'm already in pretty deep, so I'm willing to give it that much more room to see if this is going to play out and bounce, break the trend line, and move higher. You know, I'll just create an alert just so I know. Breakthrough touch within 50 cents. On 10 minutes, and they always put crazy names in there. I'll put JMI. That's fine. And create the alert, and I want it probably I'll do for the next 10 days or so. Hopefully it moves. And triggers, 5 times, it's fine. Create the alert, boom. So now if it comes within 50 cents of this line, it'll alert me. It'll also be above the 23-day, and that'd be really nice. All right, so next up is LPRO, or open lending. Here's another one that is now just under the 23-day by 2 bars. So I will be watching this one today also. Same rules as Jets. If it doesn't open above it, I'm out within the first hour. So we'll watch this and see. That's just the rules. So we'll see. Next up, just looking at the volume and stuff. This big bar right here, then a lower volume pullback. I just don't like that's underneath the 23-day. As you can see, it kind of is loose in here. So, this is the bar that got me excited for it. And this bar was kind of ugly, but again, just continue to drift down is what it is. On semiconductors, here's one of my faves. Came up here, based, broke out, retested on lower volume, right? And now this is the area that again, this would be a perfect starting place for a position, or this retest, and now for it to bounce up. It's got to do this now, right? So the 23-day is right below it. I'm about even on this position because I did buy the breakout over here. So this is about even. But I think that this one still looks great. I think SMH is still a sector to be involved in. So I like this one a lot. That's ON. Palantir shows signs of Palantir shows signs of life yesterday, which was really nice to see. So this is the VWAP, average volume weighted average price from the IPO. Price is now back above it on a strong bar, great volume above the 23-day. This was another one, if you remember, I got stuck in with poor risk management. This one in JMIA. I was looking at the story more than the stock, unfortunately, but I made my line in the sand, which was right here. And again, I had people tell me that this was some kind of head and shoulders top also. Well, this was my line in the sand. If it broke below it, I was out. And it so far has now rebounded, got back above. I'm still underwater in this one a little bit, but less than I was. And so I'm still watching it now that we're above the 23-day EMA. As long as we had a positive day today up, I'm probably going to use that as my stop going forward. And when I say probably, I'm 99% sure that now that it's curling up, things are looking good. We're back. And, again, a positive day today would, I would say, signal the new uptrend for Palantir. We'll see. There's a lot of supply up here, right? There's a lot of supply up here. It's a heavily traded name, but we'll see. That's Palantir. Next up is RADA, RADA. So this was a beautiful setup with my cheat entry over here, I think it was. I did take a leg off up here. Actually, no, I cheat entry was here, right? I bought on this bar, and it was underwater almost immediately because it sold off in the afternoon, and I did not like that candle. So that I bought in here somewhere. So it's underwater immediately, which I didn't like, but I stuck with it because I'm using the 23-day. It went up to 1430-ish. I did take a leg off up here. It's now come back down. So we're using 23-day. It's still above it, still rising. Everything looks fine. There's maybe some type of cup and handle. I don't want to see this pull back much deeper than here for the handle, but we'll just watch and see what happens. That's RADA, RADA. Next up will be VCEL, VCEL. Just doing everything right so far. It kind of broke out. It's grinding higher. Now, next level is about the $60 level or so. It's consolidating. Volume profile is not as great as I like it the last 5 days. I'm seeing the green bars are a little bit lower, the red bars a little bit higher. But overall, it's been good accumulation in this name. So I still like this name. Again, there's nothing negative on this chart for me at this point. So looks pretty good. And my last holding right now is VUZI. So VUZI Corporation is again very much like RADA, but even greater accumulation in the base or in this uptrend, right? Amazing accumulation, and so now just kind of is stair stepping higher, coming back to hope maybe tag the 23-day, maybe not. Would love to see it break back out. Some of these wicks up here I don't love. Obviously people are selling into some of the strength, but overall, right? As it's pulling back, the volume is just drying up. So we'd love to see a tag and bounce, or even just today, a bounce above and a breakout. Some of these names, obviously, they are going to move quickly. So, they move by big, that was a 22% change up here, so these can move very, very quickly. So just be aware, again, but both ways, right? That was 5.7% to the downside. So anyway, that is my current long swing trade portfolio. I do have 3 short squeezes on today. First one, I still have love on. Amazing day here. Now it's given back a lot of that day already, but I'm still I'm sticking with it as long as it's above the 64.6. I believe earnings are today too. It's a very small position. It's a short squeeze names. If they, so it's a calculated risk today. I'm very positive in this name. Not as much as I was 2 days ago, but I'm very positive in this name. And I think that this one has a chance to go much higher. We'll see. We'll see what the market thinks about their earnings. Again, I think it's today, so be aware of that. But a decent place also to if somebody wants to add on or start a position against this breakout area that's retesting right now. We'll see. SOLY, Soliton Group. So this one's on watch to get cut today. It was looking great, trying to break out, hit here multiple times, loved it, but then rolled over. Again, it was showing a good accumulation in the base. Had everything I'm looking for, right? Had everything I'm looking for. It may not work out. It's got to rebound today. Of another red close, and I'd be out. These names in the short squeeze names I don't play around with, because these aren't the biggest quality names out there sometimes. So we'll see. If I cut it, I cut it. That's the way these goes. This particular type of trading is in a separate account for me. All positions are small size, and they're more prone to failure. That's just the way that this account runs. All right, Pubmatic. I like this name. Actually, I could have put this in my swing trade account, but because it's a little bit loose still in the chart, and it's a very new IPO, I wanted to. Where is the VWAP? Okay, so VWAP is all the way down here from IPO. Because it's a newer name and a little bit loose in this area, I threw in my short squeeze account. It does have a decent amount of short interest, so it fit in here. I've showed up on my scan and everything else, and so far it's doing everything right. I mean, this bar is not great right over here. Don't love that, but it kind of hammered off of the 23-day. So yeah, nothing wrong with this name yet. We're gonna just keep riding it. Hopefully it bounces and moves higher at this point. But that's PubMed or Pubmatic. So far so good on this one. So there you go. That is what I have for you today. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 positions. We'll see. A few of them are on the brink. So we'll have to wait for the update next week to see if they got cut or not. Again, I appreciate everybody watching. Hope you all have a good rest of your week this week. Hopefully the market is kind to you. And take care. If you like this type of stuff, leave me a comment below. I appreciate it. Like and subscribe. Thank you very much. Follow me on Twitter at AlphaCharts365. Thanks. Have a good day, everybody.